Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds without bariatric surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. My top 3 tips. Alrighty everyone, welcome back to another video. I am super excited that you stopped to check in on me on the end of my reverse diet series. Yeah, this is going to be the end, guys. This is the end. This is the end of the diet. This is the end of my reverse as we know it. I'm going to explain that a little better a little later, but I know this video is already going to be incredibly long because this is going to encompass basically the last 3 weeks. And first off, let me apologize. I know I'm way behind on posting these. I'm way behind on recording these. You will see from the videos, it will speak for itself. I just don't have time for YouTube right now. And as much as I love you guys and I love YouTube and I need YouTube, financially I need it. And I'm still paying off my surgery and I've got to make enough money to pay for my payment every month, which is tough. I also just cannot find any time right now to spend on my channel, and I'm sad about it, but it means that I'm doing fun things that I love and that I'm excited about, and that it's just a busy time of life. This happens usually in the spring when I've got dance competition season and my photo days there, and now it's happening because I'm now involved in being in the Nutcracker with my daughter and my son, my 2 daughters and my son, and there's a lot of practices, and of course I'm doing the photos for that as well, and it's just kind of, that's a fun thing I'm doing right now, and it's taking up a lot of my life. So, all that aside, I have decided I am finished with my reverse diet. I know the last time I did a reverse diet, it took me 7 months to get from 1,300 calories to 2,150 calories, and I have just been braver this time, and I've really bumped up my calories, and I think I'm to the tippy top place of where I dare to try to get. We'll get to that a little bit later in the video when I talk about what I did this most recent week. But before that, let's get to the footage of the 2 weeks previous so that we can discuss those 2 weeks and the data, and then I will come back and talk to you about what's next on my journey. It is Sunday. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got back from church, fed the chickens, did all my chores, and now I'm finally settling down in my room to relax for a little while before my kids come over for a party in a little while. So I am having today, I don't know why I was craving a smoothie, probably because just nothing is just seeming good to me lately. So I made myself my customary smoothie. Is not necessarily keto, though you can make it keto by using almond milk. Everything in it is keto except for I use the Fairlife milk in it. But I used today about a cup of Greek yogurt. I used a lot today. A 200 grams, almost a cup of frozen strawberries, 38 grams of frozen blueberries, and a scoop of protein powder, and then you can use almond milk or water or whatever if you want to keep it keto, but I used the milk because I like the extra protein. You could also use protein shake, I guess, to make the milk, but that's like a lot of protein. I probably wouldn't use the protein powder if I was putting like a Premier protein shake in this. Blend it up. It's pretty good. I also put in a little acai berry mio to give it a little bit of tartness. It's pretty good. And I am having 2 eggs and 40 grams of fried cheese. Yes, I overdid it a little bit. Whoopsie. It's basically burned up cheese cracker at this point. But I'm going to eat it anyway, and that's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, I'm here at my party at 7:30, and I'm having cauliflower with cheddar, green beans with butter, and roast beef with gravy made with xanthan gum and bouillon. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is 5:00 p.m. As you saw earlier, the only thing that I've eaten today is Quest chips, Quest peanut butter cups, and a Built Bar. And that is because of poor planning on my part and extra long homeschool and having appointments I needed to get to. Just finished up with this appointment and I have about 15 minutes to kill before I have to get back on the road. And so I stopped at my favorite wings place, JCW's, and I grabbed a dozen wings. I'm gonna be eating probably just a few of these right here in the car, and then I'm gonna take them with me to my Nutcracker practice tonight and just eat them when I get a chance. And this will be kind of like a lunch/dinner kind of deal. Here's my wings. I got sauce on the side, I also have ranch, and I also grabbed a salad with ranch. And that is gonna be my second meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's almost 2 o'clock on a Tuesday. I am just having my first meal. I'm having a smoothie again like I had the other day, and some baked or fried cheese, 2 eggs, and some Quest chips. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 10 o'clock. I am just getting home from a long night of picking up kids and running them around at dance, and I'm having my final meal of the day. I am having 2 Real Good Foods brand cordon bleu chickens that Dave cooked up for me, and no veggies tonight. Just didn't fill up to it because Candance Brewer sent these home with me. These are keto banana walnut like bars that Candance Brewer made, and if you haven't already checked out her channel, you definitely should. She is making some fun stuff. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is 12:40 on Wednesday. I'm getting ready to head out in about 10 minutes for pretty much the rest of the day. So I go to a Halloween party tonight. And I'm having for my first meal a smoothie, same macros as I usually have. 227 grams of Real Good Foods General Tso's chicken and 1 of Candance Brewer's banana walnut muffin things. That is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, just got home from clogging tonight and I'm having Quest chip nachos, This is a package of Quest chips with 2 slices of Sargento thin sliced cheddar cheese, 200 grams of 93.7 ground beef crumbles, 100 grams of tomatoes, 20 grams of olives, 40 grams of salsa, 60 grams of salsa, 40 grams of sour cream, and I think that's it. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 2:30 on Thursday. It's been a crazy day so far. I've got a lot to get done for our Halloween party that we're having tomorrow. But I'm taking a break. I decided to have the exact same thing I had yesterday. So, smoothie and Real Good Foods General Tso's chicken, the other half of the package. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Zombie. The house is on fire. The house is on fire. Raise roof. The house is on fire. Oh my gosh.
I'm breathing it out.
Alrighty guys, it's like 10:30. I'm exhausted. I just spent the last hour cooking for our party in the morning, making deviled eggs and sausage fingers for Halloween, and finally eating my dinner. Made my own dinner too. I've got a huge 13 ounces of sirloin steak, 70 grams of mushrooms, 155 grams of broccoli with 7 grams of butter, and I'm also having a Smart Sweets sweet fish. That's gonna be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is Friday. As you saw this morning, I had like some food at a Halloween party. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how much macros that is. I haven't tried tracking that yet, but that's why I took the video of it, so I could try and remember what I ate and make a guess. And then I just came home and made a smoothie just because I'm starving still, and I'm also gonna have a bag of popcorn. It is 1:40, so I guess that's gonna be my second meal of the day. It's Nutcracker practice. Again. Like, we were supposed to have the day off, but apparently we were so bad on Monday, we had to do it again. I don't think that's real, but did I even film anything on Monday? I don't think I did. We had a huge practice on Monday. And I'm bouncing you guys all around because I'm carrying a very heavy bag. Sorry about that. It is very cold. It's very cold. Anyway, maybe I'll film some stuff tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. But that's what we're at on Friday night.
I mean, it's just like a normal Friday night, right?
Normal Friday night, sort of.
Should I pretend to be May?
Alrighty guys, I just got home from a grueling 3-hour Nutcracker practice where I did not sit down the entire time. My legs hurt so bad. My feet hurt so fierce. But it was super fun, and I'm getting excited about the show. Anyway, Dave ran and picked me up some wings, so I am having those before going to sleep. 9 wings, sauce on the side, salad with ranch. Same as I usually get. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's about 2:30 on Saturday. I just got out of the bath, my first bath in forever. I need bath time sometimes, just like how I cope with life. But I'm saving my macros for tonight because Dave and I are going out. We have not been out on a date in, I don't even know how long. I can't even remember. The last time we went out was with our friends. I think it was in September. I don't know. It's a long time ago. I don't even remember. And Dave is also feeling pretty, sad that we haven't got out. So we're going to go out tonight. We're also going to go to the pumpkin patch a little later. So I'm trying to save my macros but also not be hungry. And so I decided just to have a big bowl of sludge. This is 300 grams of yogurt mixed with 30 grams of protein powder, 30 grams of almond milk to thin it, some lemonade Mio water enhancers, some lemon juice, 40 grams of blueberries, and 30 grams of sugar-free spray whipped cream, a Great Value brand. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. Okay, so that was week 8. Oh my gosh, I've lost track. That was week 8 of my reverse diet. It was a crazy week. We had multiple Halloween parties. I was in charge of doing a big arts and crafts thing. I'm not an arts and crafts person, but I signed up to do the art portion of our homeschool Halloween party, which turned out to be quite extensive. I went to my clogging classes, and we went to the pumpkin patch, had my Nutcracker. I think you've probably seen everything that I did this week, and if I could even show you everything else that I did that I didn't even put in this video, you would probably, you would wonder where I get the energy. Sometimes I don't know how I do it because I literally have something to do every minute constantly, but it's all good and wonderful things that I love to do, and I'm having so much fun. This week that you just saw was the day we finished our Nutcracker acting parts, and so we knew where we were supposed to be for each thing, and it's getting so close to performance day, and man, I'm just really, really excited about that. I didn't think I would be as excited about being the lead party parent as I am, so I'm looking forward to doing that. So as far as the data went, you saw my weigh-ins: 193.2, 190.4, 194.2, 192.6, 193.6, 193.4, 194.2 for an average of 193, which was up 0.4 pounds from the previous week. That's pretty great. My calories were at 1969, 2176, 1951, 2085, 1926, 2457, and 1994 for an average of 2080, which, if you remember from the last video, I talked about how I went kind of a little bit crazy on my calories, and I wanted to bring them back down a little bit because I went a little bit overboard. That was down 206 from the previous week. And my protein was an average of 211, which is perfect for, I always like to have 40% of my calories come from protein if I can. And so for 2080 calories, I basically want 208 of those to be from protein. I hit 211, so that's perfect. My carbs were at 67. I did talk about how I was raising my carbs a bit, and you probably saw that in this video. Honestly, I can't remember what I ate in this video while I'm recording this video, so I don't know why, but they're 67. And my fats were 91, so my carbs were actually down from last week, 14, and down fats, 21 from this week. And I still went up 0.4 of a pound. So that's just kind of like why we do averages, and it's why I do things over time, because you really can't make a good estimate of what you should do based on that. So my plan was, because I basically was the same weight, that I was going to go up 35 calories. Well, I'm just going to let you see for yourself whether or not I went up 35 calories or not. And let's get to week 9. Alrighty guys, it's 1:30 on Sunday. I just got home from church and I'm getting ready for a Halloween party, and I'm having my first meal of the day. I'm having my regular sludge like I have been having a long time ago. I haven't had it in a little while, I guess. I had a lot more yesterday. But anyway, 1 cup of Greek yogurt mixed with a scoop of protein powder, 40 grams of blueberries on top, 27 grams of whipped cream, sugar-free whipped cream, 2 eggs, 40 grams of bacon, and some cheese. That's going to be my first meal of the day. So, it is time!
Oh, sorry.
Beef! Beef! Can you sit like not like that? What?
I'm trying to get my seatbelt. It was underneath.
Okay. We didn't blow up his
dumbbell.
Where is it? Ah! It is time for the epic Hyde family photo shoot for Halloween. We are in it to win it with the circus theme. Phineas is a fire breather person.
I know.
What else is back there? He's thrilled about it. He's so excited about these pictures. Like, I've never seen him so excited. What do you think, guys? Excited? Yeah. Anyway, we're going, finally. And I'm excited because it's my favorite thing. I mean, why would I spend all this money every year on costumes if it wasn't for the photo? Weird. I don't know if I like the earrings. What do you guys think? Kind of weird. It's blowing in the wind. I don't know. I don't think so. It's supposed to look like it's falling off. This is the location we chose for our photos. Yeah, she'll find us. It's okay. She's calling now. It didn't last. That's why I brought it with me, because I kind of had a feeling that would happen. If we put red on your face, that would be bad, huh? Black. That's good. We will get
bubbles out of the bin.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Who came up with this?
Ollie.
Mr. Strongman himself. Woo-woo! We are carving pumpkins, and we made dinner in a pumpkin. So it's got pumpkin on the bottom, and had hamburger gravy and cheese. Pretty yummy. I made some sugar-free pumpkin pie with the no crust, and I'm gonna have 30 grams of sugar-free whipped cream on top. And yes, it is melting because it's super hot. Yummy. Alrighty guys, it is 4 o'clock on Monday. It is Halloween. Normally I do not wait until 4 o'clock to eat. I'm not sure why that happened. I got busy with things and the time just keeps passing by. It's like I can't get anything done, but the time passes by. Regardless, I finally made my first meal, and it's pretty much the same thing I ate yesterday. So I am having 2 eggs, 40 grams of fried cheese, 30 grams of bacon, and my regular sludge, and 40 grams of blueberries on top, and 30 grams of sugar-free Great Value brand whipped cream. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Trick or treat! Okay. Alrighty guys, it is 10:30. Just got home from trick-or-treating with my kids and made myself some dinner. I am going to have 10 ounces of sirloin steak, 160 grams of broccoli with 5 grams of butter, 28 grams or an ounce of homemade pumpkin seeds, and some Quest chips and a Quest peanut butter cups. That is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is 12:30 on Tuesday. We're getting ready to go out to watch Harry Potter. So I have my first meal, which is 2 eggs, 40 grams of mozzarella cheese, 45 grams of bacon, and my regular sludge. And then my snacks for the movie are going to be this olive oil popcorn from Orville Redenbacher, a Perfect Keto Mallow Munch, and a Built Bar. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 9:30 on Tuesday night. Just got home from dance and I'm about to have my final meal of the day. I'm having broccoli chicken Alfredo. This is 200 grams of broccoli, 8 ounces of chicken breast, 20 grams of mozzarella cheese, 120 grams of Bertolli Alfredo sauce, and 80 grams of tomatoes. That's going to be my last meal of the day. It's snowing. It is Wednesday, and I am just leaving. Just leaving is 1 o'clock, and I just grabbed some yogurt on the way. Didn't have time to eat it inside. This is 300 grams of yogurt, 20-something grams of protein powder is all I had left, 30 grams of whipped cream, and 50 grams of blueberries. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 10 o'clock. I had a crazy clogging class tonight and I'm home and I'm having my final meal of the day. I'm having basically the same thing as yesterday. Only difference is I did a little bit more broccoli, 200 grams, and a little bit more Alfredo, 150 grams, and added some mushrooms, 80 grams in there. Everything else is the same as yesterday, just chicken, broccoli, Alfredo. That is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is Thursday. I had a meeting at my daughter's school this morning. It is about 12:30 now, and I am eating early because I have to head out for the first of 3 days of Nutcracker photos that I will be doing. So, wish me luck. It's going to be one of those weeks. And so I'm having my go-to staples, eggs, bacon, cheese, sludge, so that I'm all prepared and ready to go, and don't need to really eat while I'm photographing. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. Oh my goodness. Wow, I look about as awesome as I feel. My phone is also dirty. Sorry guys, it's 10:45 on Thursday night. I barely survived Nutcracker pictures tonight. I shouldn't even eat, honestly, but I'm already at like 1,200 calories or something, and I need food, and I'm gonna die tomorrow. I have an appointment at like 8:30 a.m. and it's like 40 minutes away from my house. It's fine. And then I got the photos later, and I have to do my whole hair and makeup. It's fine. Try not to think about it, but it's 10:45 and I'm forcing myself to eat some food because I need energy for tomorrow. And I'm having General Tso's chicken, 300 grams, with 50 grams of mozzarella cheese on top, and a birthday cake premier protein shake. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Howdy guys, it's Friday. It is 11:42. As you can see, I am festive because today is going to be a very, very long day. I've got a whole night of Nutcracker pictures, which obviously I'm in, and the only time I have to do my hair is right now because and my pictures aren't till 7:40 tonight because I have to teach at my daughter's school. Don't ask me how I signed up for this. I'm really regretting it right now. I have to go with curls in, I'll pull these out, but I have to go with my hair done like Madame Stolbaum to teach a bunch of 8th and 9th graders what I thought was a YouTube class, and now I was just told it was combined with carnival games. And I want to run the other way screaming. Maybe I'll just show up like this and they'll fire me. Anyway, I'm starving. I am going to be having a smoothie this morning. I make my smoothies with frozen berries, Mia water enhancer, yogurt, Greek yogurt, and protein powder. So kind of like the same as Sludge, only with berries mixed in. And then I use, you could use almond milk to make it keto, but I like to use Fairlife milk for the extra protein, and that makes it not keto because it's too many carbs. I'm also having more carbs because I need some energy. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. Hey guys, I survived, and I do mean barely survived. Yeah, so it's 10:30 at night, and I am about to have my final meal of the day, and I didn't really get to eat much of anything except a few pieces of popcorn while I was photographing all those kids the whole time. I filmed it, but I didn't actually eat any stuff. So now I am having me 12 wings because I'm starving. I probably won't eat them all, but I'm going to film them anyway because I bought them. It's 10:30, so I probably shouldn't eat all of them, but I got to eat some food. And here they are. Yum, yum, yum. And that's going to be my last meal of the day. Alright guys, just getting started on day 3 Nutcracker things. It's 10 a.m. and I'm just not going to keep track. So I'm going to show you my box. These are all my things. I have no idea what I'll eat. I've got cheese sticks. I've got yogurt, Built bars, almonds, protein shake. And down here I've got some General Tso's I'll probably eat later. But yep, that's what I'm going to live on if I eat anything today. Well, guys, I made it. Couldn't track anything because I have literally no idea what I ate. It was a very, very, very long day. Glad it's over. 3 days in a row of photos is a lot. And now I have a whole week of editing ahead of me. At least a week. Wish me luck. Anyway, I'm having dinner. Just a couple of hamburger patties with some cheese, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and some Quest chips. And that's going to be my last meal of the day. So that was the footage for week 9. As you saw, it was Halloween. We did a Halloween photo shoot. We had a fun party. I ate a lot of food that day. I did eat 4 pieces of Halloween candy over the course of the week. I didn't film any of that, but I did track it. I had to teach at my daughter's school with my hair all in curls. I'm teaching a class there too. It was supposed to be about YouTube. Guys, it's not about YouTube. It has nothing to do with YouTube anymore. Now, my crafts and DIY YouTube class got combined with party planning and carnival games. Am I happy about this change? No, I am not. I secretly want to quit because I'm like, the only reason I volunteered to help teach the class was because I had a skill I could teach. I don't want to be helping to teach a class where I don't feel like I have skill. So anyway, moving on. Let's see. Oh, we had Nutcracker photos. Nutcracker photos yet again. I was in them. It was on the same day I was teaching. It was literally a miracle I survived that 3 days of photography. So basically 3 days where I stood for hours and hours and hours and took photos. It was not that fun. My swelling wasn't too bad that week actually, and I wore double compression on as much as I could, basically like compression tights with compression leggings over the top, to try and curb some of the swelling. Even with eating sugar, honestly, the scale looked pretty nice that week. So my weigh-ins were 193.6, 193.8, 192.2, 191, 191, 192.4, 192.6 for an average of 192.3, which was down 0.6 of a pound for the week. Now, my calories, on the other hand, were, well, I had planned to go up 35 calories a day, and I went up a lot more than that. So let's go over those. Calories for Sunday, 2143. For Halloween, 2656. The next day, 2394, 2423, 2290, 2006, and 2416 for an average of 2333, which was a raise of 253, which basically put me back to having not gone down last week, having stayed at 2300 like before, and then gone up another 35 from there. Not exactly what I planned. I went down because it was a week where I usually go down in water weight, as I was not ovulating or having any kind of hormonal things. My protein was only 222, which is on the low side. Carbs were 67, which were the same as last week, and fats were 112, which was up 32 from last week. All in all, I mean, on weeks like these, it's literally a miracle that I survive. And I'm super grateful for packaged foods and Built Bars and things like that can keep me going, because otherwise, I don't even know what I would be eating. It's no wonder I was so heavy before, because I would eat things like, donuts and candy when I got hungry. And now I'm eating Built Bars. So, I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it's the best food in the world, but because I have those things, I am able to just not worry about things, and I can track them easily later because I know the amounts right on them and everything, and it just makes it a lot easier. So that was the full 2 weeks of my reverse diet, and I decided I got to be done. I got to be done. Because I've already, obviously, going to push my calories already up to 2,300. That's past where I kind of intended to go. I will just try and keep myself between that 2,000 to 2,500 range and just see how that goes over the holidays. If over the holidays that I gain a lot of weight on those calories, then I will reevaluate what I'm going to do in January. But for now, during Nutcracker and all of these things I've got going on, my plan is to just kind of keep it in that range, somewhere above 2,000, somewhere below 3,000, because I know I will eventually start really packing on the pounds, and and it's hard to tell. And I'll say one of the hardest things about doing this reverse diet this time is that because of the lymphedema from my surgery, the swelling that's so random, it's even worse than my swelling I had before that was just hormonal. And I can't ever tell if the weight gain or me looking bigger in the mirror is because I am swelling or if it is because I have gained body fat. If it's around my midsection, it's pretty easy to tell because I don't have any body fat cells there, and so I can't really get any body fat there. But when my other areas grow, I don't know for sure if my legs are just swelling up or if I am gaining actual body fat. So much more complicated now than it was before my surgery. And sometimes I think, if someone had told me that I would have to wear compression for the rest of my life and I'd just be fighting this swelling all the time, that maybe I would have just sucked it up and worn compression to hold my skin instead of getting it taken off. I don't know. I really like seeing myself flat in the mirror and seeing my abs. That's something that I'm really grateful I can do, but it's a lot of work. And obviously, I don't really have time in my life for a lot of work, and it's been really hard. So that was the last week, and I decided this next week that it just finished up that I was not going to record my food anymore for several reasons. The first one is because it's beginning to be kind of a pain because I'm all over the place and I can't really just talk to the camera, and I'm just filming it, and it's starting to just feel stressful to have to record my food. Super easy in the summer when I don't do anything or go anywhere. When I'm out doing everything, it's hard to remember every single time I eat something to record it. And then I have to feel like, oh, if I didn't record it, does that mean I'm trying to hide it? I'm not trying to hide it. I can't record everything. So I decided I wasn't going to record my food for that reason. And then another reason was because I'm going to be eating some carbs probably. I want to see how much I can get away with during the holidays. Now I know I'm going to swell up. It's obvious. I've only increased at this point, because I haven't talked about this following week, I've only increased my carbs to 67 and hardly even eating anything. I did the oatmeal experiment. Oh, that was in this video, wasn't it? Or was that last video? No. Yeah, so I did the popcorn experiment, and popcorn was fine. So I have been eating a lot of popcorn. And I did the oatmeal experiment. It did not go well. And so I don't know if that was the carbs or the gluten exposure that was possible from the oats, or maybe my body just doesn't like oats anymore. It gets more complicated. It's way more complicated. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, why doesn't she just stay keto when she knows that keto keeps her from swelling too bad and she makes her feel good? I don't know the answer to that. I just don't want to. That's the long and short of it. I'm annoyed, and I don't want to. And so I'm not going to do it. Maybe I will in the future. Well, I think when I first started losing weight on keto, I accepted that it was going to be the only thing I could ever do because it was the only thing that really ever worked before, and it worked so well, and it seemed so easy. But as the years have gone by, it's become kind of a drudgery, and I have a hard time deciding what to eat. I don't really want to eat anything. I get kind of upset about eating because I really just want a piece of toast with my meat, or I just really want to have a little bit of rice with my chicken. And it's just kind of hard for me to accept that I can't do that. And I go back and forth because I'm like, okay, well, eating the carbs is not making me gain body fat. Eating the carbs is making me swell up with lymphedema fluid. And it is hard to tell the difference between the two. And you guys can't tell the difference. And so I get lots of critique. I know I'm going to get a lot of critique from the peanut gallery because they think they know everything. Well, you guys, you don't know everything. Trust me. I definitely don't know everything. I have now come up against a monster that is unknowable, at least not for the near future. It's going to take probably years of experimentation and trying things and doing various cutting phases and whatever maintenance phases before I figure out what exactly I can do safely that doesn't make me super uncomfortable. So I didn't record my food this week. I didn't really eat a lot of carbs either. Now, I did eat more than usual. I did add some rice. I didn't have it every single day, but I did add some rice. And I will just say on the get-go, or whatever you want to say, it didn't really super go that well. I swelled up a lot. But, so here's the thing. I'm also sitting here in this desk all day, every day, all week, without moving. I am wearing my compression. I'm trying to do my vibration plate. I'm trying to get up and move around when I can, but I have so much to do and I am just bogged down. I still have a full days of photo shoots that I haven't finished from Nutcracker, and usually I would have finished by now. And so it's kind of stressing me out that I haven't finished it. And even just taking the time to record this video is stressing me out because I have so much I need to get done. I just want it to be done. I want it to be done and the picture's done so I can concentrate on other things. I don't want to be worrying about that. I need the picture money to function as a human being. So I got to take the jobs when I can get them. So I guess I kind of wanted to go, well, first of all, let's go over the week 10 info. Let's go over the week 10 info, and then I'm not going to talk about my weights. I'm going to talk about my calories first. Then I will show you, because I did record my weigh-ins, then I will show you my weigh-ins all the way through. And then we can come back and talk about that. And then I'm going to show you some of the fun stuff from this week that I think you might be interested in if you want to stick around and watch the last, fun dancing type clips. I did record some of those this week. It was kind of a boring week because I literally sat in this chair, but I did make myself go to class when I could. Another thing that happened this week is that my 12-year-old came down with COVID. And of course, she is the one who's in the Nutcracker with me and was with me at the Nutcracker pictures all weekend last weekend. I don't know if she exposed everyone or if she got it there. And then today, this morning, my 9-year-old daughter has also tested positive for COVID. I don't think I'm going to get it because I didn't get it when Dave got it last March. And so far, I haven't had any symptoms. So I've been testing me just to make sure, and nothing yet. So I don't even know what this week is going to look like, but last week was a little bit weird, and we took even time off of homeschool. We didn't even do, well, the kids did some stuff, but I didn't do my normal homeschool and anything because I needed to edit these pictures. Okay, so my calories for the weeks was kind of, well, I mean, it's been like that for the last couple of weeks, I guess. I was thinking it was way worse, but now I'm reading these out and I'm like, oh, I guess it wasn't that bad. So Sunday was 2,579. Then 2317, 2489, 2515, 2452, 2032, 2277 for an average of 2380, which is only, I didn't actually figure out how much up that is. Let's see, 2380, 47. That's only up 47 from last week. So I guess it wasn't dramatically different than last week, other than my carbs were a little higher because I ate that rice. And I ate a lot of Built Bars. That's why my calories are high. Candance Brewer gave me some extra Built Bars that she didn't want. And I haven't had any really, like, a lot of them. I've been eating my really old stale ones. I haven't bought any new ones in a while. This video probably came out way after they released all the new bars, and I have a whole box of samples over there that I haven't even opened because I'm afraid I will just binge eat them all because they're super fresh and tasty. It's been hard sitting here in this chair all week and not eating. I've eaten a lot of popcorn. I've eaten different times because I wasn't recording a meal. I would just eat just randomly, and I would think I hadn't eaten that much, and then when I would go back and track it, I would be like shocked at how much I ate. So some bad habits, coming back into play. I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest. We can't always be perfect, and this week is it was hard. It was emotionally draining. It was long. My hands hurt. Everything is swollen, and it is what it is. So my average protein was 235, which is right in line. If I wanted it to be 40% of my calories, I would have been 238 grams. So 235 is pretty close. My carbs were only up 18. So it was up to 85 with that extra rice and the extra Built bars. My fats were 102, which was 10 down from last week. So I raised my carbs, brought the fats down a little bit, raised protein. Honestly, my weigh-ins looked kind of scarier than they were, but because the beginning of the week I was way low and the end I was way high. So I bet you're wondering with all those calories and carbs what my scale did. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just run them all my weigh-ins in a row like I used to way back in the day, and I'll be back and we'll talk about it. Okay, so my weigh-ins were kind of like all over the place. They started out really low and went really high. As you can imagine, watching the scale creep up like that is not fun for me ever. And of course, knowing I was swelling was not fun. I kept looking in the mirror going, man, I'm looking wide around the middle. But one thing is that when I'm looking wide around the middle, I know it can't be body fat because I don't have any fat cells, like I said earlier, because the doctor removed basically all of them. And so it's very hard for me to gain weight in my front stomach. I can in my back, but not in my front stomach. So I don't know. I haven't really looked at the 360s. I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. I'm actually going to do a 360 from the beginning of the reverse to, actually maybe I'll do, yeah, the beginning of the reverse to the end of this last week, the end of the reverse, basically 10 weeks of reverse dieting, so you can see. But like I said, this is not going to be your experience unless, of course, you have lymphedema from surgery that causes you to swell. So I don't know how much my information now is relatable to everyone because I'm not normal anymore, as normal as I really was. I don't know. So my weigh-ins were 191, 189.4. I was super thrilled when I saw that one. 190.6, 192.6, 194.2, 195.4, and 195.4. The average was 192.6, which is only up 0.3 of a pound from last week. So not too terrible on the average, which is why we do it. And we will see what happens this following week. As far as measurements go, I decided that I was going to go back to look at where I'm at and make a good analysis of whether or not I'm going where I'm back where I started at the beginning of the cut and it was just like a complete waste of time, or whether or not my cut is still hanging in there and my inches are still down. So I went and wrote down all of the before the cut information, and then I wrote at the beginning of the reverse and at week 10. So at the beginning of the reverse on that Sunday, I was 188.6. This morning, I was 194.4. And so that's basically almost 6 pounds gained in 10 weeks. Not the worst, not the best. And of course, that's why we go by averages, so that we don't scare ourselves by saying, oh my gosh, I gained 6 pounds in 10 weeks. It's so bad, right? If I just keep going like that, I'm gaining whatever, I don't know. My bust at the beginning of the reverse was 38.5, and today it was also 38.5. It did go down to 38, I think, at one point, but it's back up. My arms, which is my upper arm skin flabby area, at the beginning of the reverse, both of my arms were 11.75, and today they were both 12, so they both gained 1/4 of an inch. My under bust, which is under here, right around my bra line, was 32 at the beginning of the reverse, and today it was 31.5. I actually measured that over and over because last week I was 33, and it was right. It's just weird where the swelling settles and it moves all over the place. It's crazy. So that's technically down a half an inch from the beginning of the reverse. My waist, on the other hand, was 32.5 at the beginning of the reverse, and today it was 33.5. I've gained an inch in my waist over the reverse diet. My hips were 37 at the beginning of the reverse, and they are now 38.5. That's my biggest gain at 1.5 inches. My booty was 40.5 at the beginning. It is 40.5 now, so no change there. So when I'm saying my hips, I'm talking about at the top of my, before I go out to the wider spot. So between my waist and my booty, right halfway between is basically right along my scar line is where I'm measuring that measurement there, which is probably why it goes up and down so much, because it's right at the scar. And that's probably where some of that fluid builds up. So my left thigh was 19.5 at the beginning. It's 19.5 today. My right thigh was 20 at the beginning. It's 20.5 today, so a half of an inch bigger. My left knee was 16.5 at the beginning of the reverse, 17 now, so I gained a half an inch there. That is where I tend to swell in my legs, though. But I could have gained body fat there. It is possible. I do have a lot of fat cells there. And 16.5 on my right as well, and 17 now. So both of them went up a half an inch. My calves were both 14 at the beginning of the reverse, and are up to 14.25. So all in all, it's not extremely bigger, but I wanted to know if I was back to where I started before my cut over the summer. And happy to report that I am not. My bust was 42.5 at the beginning, now 38.5. My arms were 12.5 and 12.75, now they're both 12. My underbust was 34, now it's 31.5. My waist was 36.5, now it's 33.5. My hips were 41.5, and now they're 38.5. My booty was 43.5, now it's 40.5. My left thigh was 21.5, now it's 19.5. My right was 22.25, and it's now 20.5. My left knee was 18, now it's 17. My right knee was 18, now it's 17. My left calf was 15.25, now it's 14.25. My right calf was 15.2. My left calf was 15.25, now it's 14.25. My right calf was 15.25, now it's 14.25. So as you can see, obviously I still have a lot of inches that I lost over the summer that I've been able to retain so far with the reverse. So I don't feel super terrible. That all being said, I honestly haven't looked to see how much I look bigger, and maybe it's not a dramatic change, but I'm going to show you anyway because you made it to the end of this video. And the reward for you is that you'll get to see the before and after from my entire 10-week reverse diet to see how much bigger I got. Usually I like to show it the other way around, like how much smaller I got, but I did this whole series to show you how I do it and to be totally honest with you and let you know exactly how I did it and what happened. And I'm not beating myself up. Now this week I did kind of feel like I was overeating and I ate more than I probably needed to. Maybe not binging, but borderline overeating. And I need to get that in check. I know once I finish these pictures though that I'm not sitting in this chair and I'm busy, that I won't be just wanting to munch all day, and so that'll help. I really want to try to stay keto this week to see if that can help with some of the swelling. So I'm not planning to have anything except for maybe a few bags of popcorn, because I know that popcorn was doing okay for me, but I'm not planning to do like rice or oatmeal or anything like that this week to see if that will help a little bit with the swelling. It's also going to be my ovulation week, so it may not. I think in the future what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come on and just like give you my stats like talking head like this, so I don't have to do so much editing. Think that's going to make it so that I can actually get videos made and put out, because I don't want to be not making videos. I don't want to fall off the face of the earth and have you guys forget about me or anything, or think that I forget about you, because I worry about you every day, and I worry that I'm not being supportive and that I'm not like being there to like motivate you and keep you going, because my life has gotten so fun and busy, and I don't want you to feel like you're not as important to me, because you are. So first things first, I totally forgot. I have clips of all the fun things I did this week, and I have a clip from the vein clinic, because I actually got my veins ultrasounded this week. I didn't record the actual ultrasound because it was dark, but I did show you my outfit that I was wearing. Yeah. I will give you the update on that probably in the future. I don't know exactly if there was anything there, but it didn't seem like there was anything exciting with my veins. So, but I will try and remember to keep you updated. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about my therapist again. the therapist and I are now pretty clicking really well. My problem is that she's going in for knee surgery on December 6th. And she's going to be out for the whole rest of the year. And I was hoping to get as many sessions as I could before the end of the year. So I'm waffling back and forth whether I want to see somebody else while she's gone and then risk like having to choose. Yeah, anyway. But it is going a lot better with the therapist. I did talk to her about my concerns and she addressed them really well. And it's been really good. I really like her now. She and I get along really well. I'm just going to put it all in here for you, all the footage, and at the tail end of that, I'll stick in the 360, and then I'll be back to say goodbye. vein clinic. Ooh, hair. And look at my outfit. So cute. These are my bulgy veins that she's going to be looking at. So, crossing my fingers. All right, so wish me luck this week, guys. I got to finish up these Nutcracker pictures. I've still got my practices. I've got my other daughter who's got COVID. I've got to pray that nobody else gets it. I have staging rehearsal on Saturday. Yeah, and it's just a lot. It's a lot, and yeah. It's a lot. That's all I have to say. And I love it, but it's a lot. And I'm excited because I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I'm like living my best life right now, guys. I'm having a very fulfilling fall, which, yeah. Anyway, I've already said all I need to say, and I just wanted to say thank you for making it to the end. I love you all so much. You are a superstar for being such a supporter, and if you made it to this point, put a star in the comments so that I know who my real friends are. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you all again soon.